things that you can keep in mind to help you really develop your plan. And one of the things to help you understand and develop your strategy that we haven't talked to too much up to this point is the value of pieces. Obviously, your king is going to be the most valuable piece that you have, and that's the one that you want to safeguard and protect the most. One of the very first things that you want to do in the opening of the game is to tuck the king away in a place that it is safe. And the safest place that you can put it is by castling it and putting it behind a wall of pawns, like I showed you earlier on in some of the other lessons. You protect the king at all costs, because when the king is lost, or when the king is taken, the game is lost. The next most valuable piece is the queen. You only have one of these. It's the most powerful piece, but you don't want to bring it out too early in the game. If you lose the queen, you're going to be at a significant disadvantage during the game. Although, the next piece is the rook, or the castle. This would be next in line in the value of pieces. It is one of the ones that you want to save towards the end of the game, as with the queen, and you want to put it in open files. Don't lock it in behind the pawns. Put it in a place where it can do some damage. After that would be the knight, or the horse. It's a sneaky piece and can get in and it can really help you control the board, and it would be just behind the rook in terms of value. Next, you would have the bishop. And I would kind of say that these two are pretty much equal, but if I had to put one ahead, I would put the horse, but that may be personal preference and not general rules. So these two are about equal, but I'd put the bishop just behind the horse in terms of value. And an important thing, like we covered before, is never you don't want your bishops to be down here in the corner with a pawn in front of it, because he's locked in and can't do anything. What I did just now is I opened up the power of the bishop, because now he's got this whole diagonal covered. This is where a bishop is powerful. Your king is the most important piece. And one of the things that you need to set your eyes on from the start of the game is, where is your opponent's king? What's protecting your opponent's king, and how can you break down the defense that is protecting your opponent's king? And while you're asking those very same questions, you need to look at your own setup here. How protected is my king? What's my opponent doing that might break down my defenses? And what can I do to protect him more? All the while you're setting up more defense and trying to take down the setup that is opposite of you. So that's a little bit about the king, protecting the king, and the value of pieces. So once again, go play another game of chess. And this time, focus on the protection of your king and breaking down the defenses and the protection that your opponent has set up for his king. And if there's any weakness whatsoever in his defenses, exploit it and take advantage of it.